Hello, hello, everybody. Good time zones, every people. That's a bingo square for you. I don't utter that phrase at any other point in my life. So I was assigned a productivity sprint because secretly Jessica hates me, which means we have to do more productivity than chatting. It's okay, though. It's okay. I can do this. We can do this. I've also been awake since 7:30 this morning. What time does this stream end? 6:30? I will have been awake for 24 hours after the stream ends. So it's fine, though. I got sleep. I got so much sleep, I slept through the opening ceremony. It's fine. Hello. It is also 4 a.m. here, but I'm very awake. Good morning. Woo.
Morning, Wilma.
Joining from Australia at 7 p.m. Nice. Morning. I'll be right there. I have to take a plague test first. Well, hope it's negatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joining from the Netherlands. Yeah. I thought that I'm the one who wrote this, and I was like, oh, somebody's complaining about time zones. Like, God, time zones. No, Sam, you were saying good time zones. That was you. God luck. Yes. Good luck. It's all good. Look, Wilma, sometimes when the simp king wants to cuddle, you cuddle, and then just the world fades away and you don't wake up. It's just how it happens. But yes, how has everybody's dubba been going? I hope it's been going well. I just remembered I'm wearing lipstick, and there's my new cup has been marked. It's fine. It's porcelain. It'll wash off. It's just that moment you look over and you're like, who the fuck kissed my cup? Me. Again, it was me. In case everybody hasn't caught on, I started a migraine like 2-3 hours ago. Took some pain meds, though. They've kicked in, which means now we've got brain fog drunk Sam. Always a good time. It was a very good snooze, and it's going to have to keep me going for the next 12 hours. Hello. All right. I'm going to have to tell my host to go ahead and introduce themselves, but we're going to delay a bit until I open my Milo note to the proper page. To be fair, I was in a business part of Milo note, so. All right. Sage, you know the deal. You're in the hot seat.
All right. Hey, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. My name is Sage, also known as MoonBunnyCreative. I do things on the internet. Sometimes I do things with words. Sometimes I do things not with words, but mostly I do things with words. At the moment, that's a lot of fanfic, extremely angsty, very gay fanfic. And I'm currently on a semi-hiatus from YouTube and Twitch, but I do have a video coming out next week as part of the Pride and Prejudice Anthology 2 Disaster Piece Theatre, which will be hosted on Charlie Dorset's channel. Quick plug for Charlie, because Charlie is awesome. And I had something else to say, but I can't remember what it was. I am bouncing between projects today, so we'll see where I end up.
Tuna.
Oh, I'm next. All right. Hi. I'm Tina. I did not prepare an intro, but I am a lesbian comic artist and illustrator. I mostly do sapphic stuff, starting to do a Killian comics as well. I just recently got back into like social media after a hiatus, and I'm currently working on 2 comics. One is a fantasy gay romance, and the other is a contemporary gay romance, and I will probably bounce back and forth between the both of them because that's how I usually work. But yeah.
Blake. Yes, I framed it perfectly.
Yes. Hi everyone, my name's Blake. I am a prolific writer, woman lover, and cat mom. I actually currently will be having a lot of animals surrounding me in the stream today, so prepare for that if you have your bingo cards out. But I currently do not do the YouTube thing. Maybe I'll do it eventually. Who knows? But you can keep up with me on Instagram, as always, and keep up with all the exciting cat life stuff I have going on.
Just take over CB's channel, then it'll get more active. And hi, I'm writing mom Samantha Nasset. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things all day. I've had to say on my channel, so good to say this is my channel. On Mondays, I host live streams like this where we chat and we are productive, except like probably less productive than today, but shh, it's okay. I can switch modes. You can also check out a sample of my writing so that you know. Wait, nope. Let me go back a little bit. Yes, on Mondays when we don't do write-ins, we talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Like, let's talk movies. In July, we will be doing a mermaid-themed movie or merman-themed movie. The 13th Year is one of the options that will be on the poll on Monday for anybody who wants to vote on what we're going to watch in July. And also, at the end of this month, we're going to have a quarterly party to celebrate the end of the quarter because I like having parties. If you would like to see a sample of my writing, you can go to my website, SamanthaLNasset.com, where I have a spooky flash fiction up until Pizza Do Us Part. And to get exclusive early access to All That Glitters, my villainous murder story, sign up to my newsletter. It's a great newsletter. You can also keep up to date with all things Sam and sometimes Dubba Dubba stuff because we're not doing a Dubba Dubba newsletter, I think. I don't know. Jess has whispered things lately. She may make me a liar. If you would like to support the channel because you like what we do here, like the stream, subscribe, ring-a-ding that bell, and make sure that you are following the Worldwide Writeathon YouTube so that you can stay up to date with all the Writeathon announcements and whatnot. If you don't know about the bingo cards, we have bingo cards. There's a bingo card generator linked below, or you can use one of the pretty pre-made ones that Cody made. We also have 2 fundraisers going. One, if you go to Productivity Stream 2, run by Julie Pages and Pens, you can still donate to the NaNoWriMo Writing Teens fundraiser that like helps teens in a writing camp of sorts. Or you can go to the Dubba Dubba Instagram where we have a International Rescue Committee fundraiser going on. So all the places to do all the things. What is everybody working on tonight? Don't all go first.
Well, I'm working on a fic. I'm doing client edits, and I'm also doing stuff for my day job because I work 7 days a week, and Sunday is usually my quiet day, but not this week. So,
yes.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, I have 2 comic projects, and one I am in sort of the equivalent of like a first draft phase, and the second one I'm like outlining, and you can see my poster board over there. I'm probably gonna do Jenna's method with the sticky notes and the poster board and all that stuff. So that'll be fun. But yeah.
Fox is yelling that no, we're not doing a Dubba Dubba newsletter.
Oh, Fox. I'm working on a fic as well. Actually, someone mentioned Marvel fanfics in the comments, and that's exactly my niche area at the moment.
No. There it is. StreamYard jumped and made me lose it. Sorry, go on.
bingo square.
Ooh. So yeah, I'm working on a Marvel fanfic at the moment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just kind of woke up, should be getting breakfast. I'm working on a middle grade ghost story, book 2 of a planned 6-book series. Nice. Just continuing current project, 875 words in yesterday. Woohoo! Checks list.
Yeah.
31 things on my list. That's fair. I will be continuing to work on my outline for book 1 of The Silver Heir, which I haven't given up on it yet, apparently. And so excuse me, I'm having a fight. Okay. It's a story that I came up with the concept for when I was 16, and it needs a lot of work to bring it up to date with all of adult Sam's experience and knowledge. It's been a bumpy journey, but I'm redoing my outline because I think originally I did it with like plot in mind, and that's not how I work. I do it with character in mind, and since I'm having a lot more fun with it now, so
I'm gonna have to take that approach when I'm doing the sticky notes. I keep pointing on the wrong side. The sticky notes one, because yeah, I've had with the project that I'm outlining, I've tried outlining it like at least 6 times now. And I learned that the reason why it was such a struggle is because Tina did not know about story structure. But now I know. So we're going to get it done. This will be the one time that it actually works.
story structure is actually one of our talking points tonight, I think. Where did my talking points go? There they are. They ran away
Sure
from me.
is.
All right, but first, we're going to get a warm-up sprint in because I have to get 100 minutes of sprint in.
You do.
Oh boy.
Give me 1 minute. I have to check a timer thing. I mean, y'all can talk. I just gotta. Do I have a 10-minute timer?
10? Wait, we're doing 10 minutes?
A warm-up.
Okay.
So people can get their like checklist ready, go grab food and whatnot.
Gotta
Excuse
ease
me as
into
I pull out a calculator so that I can just. Yeah, that's how I do it. Like for like a tip for some people who, if you're hosting a Dubba Dubba stream, I just pull out a calculator, put 100, and then subtract as I do the sprints. That's how I keep track.
Oh. I thought you meant like to program the timer. You were using a calculator, and I was very confused.
I have so many skills beyond your wild imagination.
If anyone could make it work, I feel like it would be you, Sam.
Yep. I agree with that.
Your unending confidence in me is heartwarming.
I have a lot of
Yes.
faith, yeah.
I have a 10-minute timer with my face, so
Woohoo!
that's the one that we're going to use. All right, are we ready for our first sprint then?
Yes.
All right, who wants to count us down?
I will.
Yeah.
All right, folks. We'll be writing in 3, 2, 1, go.
I need to get up.
And we're back.
Woohoo!
I've got to do some math real quick. 120 plus 30 is 50. Okay, so I have 35 minutes of break time to play around with. We will give ourselves 10 minutes. That is not my timer. So how did everybody do that sprint? Blake, would you like to
Well-
go first? The opposite of the hot seat.
Yeah, I got some writing done, but mostly I was situating animals,
That's
trying to prevent them from messing with stuff, because I'm in what's known as my dad's tattoo parlor. So.
Ah. Yeah, don't want to mess with things in there.
Exactly.
My turn. I realized that I didn't actually have my comic word in front of me, so I grabbed that first draft and I was stuck, but I made a note for what to do next, and so I spent the time just reading over everything I've done so far, except I didn't get to read through all of it. I kind of read the beginning and then realized how much time I had left and then read like the last couple pages. But yeah, so I feel prepared.
Nice. I created our banners for today. At least most of them. I'm making a couple new ones so I don't have to keep switching banner folders. And then I started reading over the next part of my old outline so I can like redo it into the new outline. Because also as I'm outlining some of the like old scenes, I'm like, nah, this could be better. I can do things. And so I did, because outlines are guidelines, people. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Change them. Don't follow them. Live your writer life. Sage, did you say what you were doing or how you did?
I didn't. So literally as we went, as I pressed the mute button to go into the sprint, my nose started bleeding. So I was dealing with that for most of the sprint. But I did do some Russian practice, so I can tick that off my list. And for anyone paying attention, there's 2 bingo squares that we got. Sam dancing, not during the dance party, and
every stream.
And a pet on the screen if anyone needs those.
And
squares.
avatar mode.
Oh, and avatar mode. Yes, that is also.
Get you the whole damn bingo card. Unless you've got like write 500 words in one sprint, then I don't know that I can help you there.
That's me.
Oh, well, I can knock that out in 20 minutes, and I did so earlier.
It's okay. I'll kill off a character, and that'll get me there.
That's fair. There was lots of discussion of music in the chat. You have soundtracks. Yes, I greatly enjoy my soundtracks. My soundtrack for the Silver Air has like a lot of battle and warrior music and stuff, and then some like depressing death things. Well, the songs themselves are not that way, but I have them planned for death scenes. I ruined a song here, Legends Never Die from Riot Games. I ruined that song for an old CP of mine because I was like, and then I have this song for so and so's death. I'm like, oh, it's beautiful because this is how it plays out. And they're like, I can't listen to it anymore. I cry. And I'm like, I haven't even written it yet. That's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I just realized I put on music during the sprint, but I didn't put on the playlist for this project. And I'm like, gotta do that. Get in the mood.
It's not gonna help you. 215, nice. No, it's not, but I'm making. Oh, still talking about the plague. 100 words, nice. 147. It's a good start. It was only 10 minutes. Finish 2 things, breakfast, and setting my daily intention. Move 2 things to tomorrow, and now have 30 things left. Well, you're 1 less than you were initially.
Mm-hmm.
And then I giggled at Sam saying, thank you. I would say I try, but I really don't. I just vibe. Hello. I'm going to grab breakfast, and because of having the plague, it's going to be Pop-Tarts. You do you, boo-boo. I don't judge what people eat.
Mhm.
Kitty! Yes. Are you okay, Tina? What?
I think if that was too perfect a kitty, and then just the paw. And of course it was right when I took a sip of water.
Indeed, it is good vibes. Okay, so we have discussion banners, which we won't have a lot of discussion on because I have things I have to dedicate, dictate, set aside time for. I can't remember the word for that.
We get the idea.
But
Yeah.
no, I was going back because I saw Pupper. I got distracted by that.
Yes.
Okay, so of our talking points, was there any of them that y'all would like to request specifically?
I don't have any requests.
So decisive, this group.
We're very opinionated.
Sam, you should know by now I cannot make decisions to save my life.
I know. See, okay, so here's my problem. There was one that I really wanted to do, and it was this one. I was so ramped up about it. Do you know my problem? Sage, I have a feeling you might know my problem.
I feel like I will have a hot take once I hear someone else's, but for now I do not have any hot takes I can think of off the top of my head.
My hot take is that I can't remember what my hot take was.
I was expecting that because we
See,
have brain fog
From-
drunk Sam.
From the way that you smiled, I was like, Sage already knows what I'm going to say. No, it's okay. I am very decisive. I just try to let my co-host, like, you know, have opinions.
Sam's
then
very
they
courteous like
don't.
that.
I don't want it to look like I'm just like controlling the show, but then my co-hosts are like, meh, Sam, control the show. And I'm like, well, I gotta give the people what they want.
You could always let Fox control the show.
That would not go the way we want
saying.
it. Also, he's probably asleep now.
Fair.
He was like gonna try to stay up for it, but then he said he'd probably fall asleep during the first sprint, and I'm like, you probably will. Oh, he's alive! He says, let me control the show. Sir, you'd just take over if you wanted to. You have the means. You've done it before.
Yep.
I really wish I had put some sort of context for, because all it says in the thing is, yes, Sam has a specific take in mind she needs to bitch about. Apparently she doesn't need to bitch about it anymore.
Yeah, I feel like I need an icebreaker take.
Oh, it's fine. Like I said, I mainly put that up there so that I could bitch about the fact that I don't remember
There you go. That's your hot take. Is
that's what I said. My hot take is I can't remember what my hot take was.
And your lukewarm take is you wish your co-hosts were more decisive.
Yes. All right, so we'll go up here. We'll start with tropes, right? So tropes versus cliche. Hold on, I had a sentence. Then Misha spoke. So I guess I have hot takes, but I'm more interested in conversation. I mean, you can share your hot takes. It could start a conversation. All hot takes are welcome, especially if they get my bacon burning. But
see, that was my thing. I thought of a hot take, but I was like, is it maybe too hot?
What is it?
I am so tired and have been so tired of this since like 6 years ago of adaptations of Alice in Wonderland.
Oh yes,
because
I have disliked Alice in Wonderland since I was a wee child.
I don't even dislike the original story. Like,
I don't
I've
know
read
the
it.
original story,
It's
but I hate all
fine.
adaptations of it.
But yeah, and the thing is that when I was in fancy art school, whenever they were like, you need to do an illustration based off of an old story, what story are we going to pick? Always Alice in Wonderland. And then I had to torture myself through it. But yeah, I'm tired of them.
You're here now. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Alice in Wonderland adaptations. I just don't like most of them. I have no idea if it's because I don't like Alice in Wonderland or not, because I've never actually read it, but I know that I don't like the adaptations. But for tropes versus cliches, I remember my hot take.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, we're gonna go back to hot takes. My hot take that I have to bitch about is when people complain about the fact that they're like, oh well, I really hate this cliche because it's done so many times. Like, oh, I hate the chosen one cliche, or I hate the breakdown cliche. And I'm like, you mean the trope? You mean the motherfucking trope? You mean a trope? You mean a commonly used literary device? You mean a trope? Because it's like, bitch, it's not a cliche unless it's overdone and tired out, and everybody agrees that this is a cliche. Chosen, it's a literal and I hate it when they do that. And I'm like, just
a trope is a literary device. A cliche is a phrase that is overused. They are different things.
Cliche.
Yeah,
they are different things.
Yes.
It's like when people are like, oh my god, I hate this song because it's been overplayed. And it's like, have you considered changing the radio station channel? My brother used to do that all the time.
I second this hot take. It's fine, but it's not a fucking glorious as people make it sound. Wait, which hot take?
I assume the Alice in Wonderland one.
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
I love Alice in Wonderland for a long time, but definitely over the hype now. That's fair. The last adaptation, the one with Alan Rickman as Absalom the Caterpillar, was the best. Wait, no.
Which movies?
I hated that one the most. You're talking about what's his nuts? The fuck is that director's name? Tim Burton.
Oh,
yes. No, I hated that.
Oh no.
Your opinion is valid, but it is wrong, and you may have that bingo square.
Actually, the teacher who gave us Alice in Wonderland as an assignment that I grew up through was a character designer for one of those movies, the first one, I believe.
I'm sorry.
But, I mean, he did good work, but he also made my life hard.
Popped into the living room with my roomies where a teacher is like, we're discussing Dylan Thomas, and I'm just rolls eyes. The irony of right? And I think most of the time people use it because they're trying to sound smart, or they're trying to sound like they know what they're talking about. And I'm like, you've just removed any doubt I had that you were dumb. Any hope you had that I would think that you knew what you were doing is gone now. Goodbye. I'm a Virgo. Always assume I'm judging somebody. But overall, I agree with you. If people look upon tropes as cliches, everything right. That's the thing. It can't be a trope if it's not commonly used. That's not how it works. Thank you. Thanks everybody for helping me remember who What's His Nuts was.
I will be right back. Papa is getting into something.
Oh.
All right. We should actually go into another sprint. My break timer went off 2 minutes ago, but I remembered my hot take and I didn't want to forget it again.
Very important.
Judge Sam in session. Look, here's the thing. I will never give an unsolicited opinion or tell anybody my negative opinion of them unless they ask me. Then I'm not gonna lie to you. So don't ask unless you're ready to hear. I'm uneducated, so I don't sound like I am dumb. You know what? That's fair. Oh, am I an Aquarius with Virgo moon and ascendant? I'm judging McShane. I love that for you, though. All right. I need to find a timer.
Yeah, how long are we going for this time around?
Chat. I'm gonna do a poll. You have all of a minute to vote in the poll.
Poll time. Poll time.
As soon as I get it in. Give me 30 years to make my poll because I can't spell minutes because I'm dyslexic.
I mean, I feel like you could put just MIN, you know? I feel like
Mhm.
No.
people would get it. Okay. Right. No shorthands here,
forget.
apparently.
Virgo.
We just copy paste the word minutes. It's fine.
Ah, see?
We spell it correctly once and we don't got to worry about it again.
I feel like this is textbook, like Cancer Sun, Virgo Sun. You know? Damn it, I practiced the pointing and I'm still messing it up every time.
Okay, Tina, another trick you can do is like move your arm under here and then see which of your shoulders is moving.
Ah,
That's why if you ever
smart.
see me like lean back, that's what I'm doing. If they ask for the hammer, you'll get it. Yes. I'm Virgo, but on the cusp of a Libra. I don't actually see anything wrong with that. I just need everyone to know I'm extra energetic today, so I really just want to apologize for everyone's existence. So I wanted to be like, I'm sorry for you, but no, that's really fine. Like, my oldest is a Libra. I don't have anything against Libras.
Now I'm
Virgos are
curious
not.
as to your opinion on Scorpios.
I'm married to one. He's my soulmate. I love Scorpios.
We've had this
Yes.
discussion.
Virgos and Scorpios.
Virgos and Scorpios can get along as long as Virgo has to give Scorpio time to heal whenever Virgo is mean to Scorpio, and Scorpio has to accept that Virgo's just kind of mean sometimes, and then everything's fine. And also, if you date a Scorpio, they require a lot of tender love and care. So much.
Can confirm as someone who is both Scorpio and married to a Scorpio.
Yes, and Virgos can be kind of distant. We can kind of forget that we need to show affection. It's like, what do you mean you don't remember that I love you? I fucking married you 12 years ago. I gotta keep proving it. So much work.
Blake, what's your sign? If you don't mind me asking.
My sign, I'm also a Virgo.
We've got like water signs and then earth signs on the
I have
side.
this idea, but it's so cliche, and it's like, so is doing the opposite thing. Yes. And by someone, I mean all the newbie writers. That's the other thing. Like, people will hear about a popular author or somebody who like did something new or unique and stuff, and that doesn't happen anymore. There are no more Marie Shelleys to invent a genre.
Mhm.
Don't become the creator of a slipstream fantasy. Don't make me hate your very existence.
The thing is, there is nothing new under the sun. The only thing that is new is your unique expression of the idea.
Aries are my third favorite sign. Sorry, I almost Virgo. I just put like in its own thing. Yeah, my signs in this level. I love Virgos, Scorpios, and then Aries. Virgos and Scorpios are great together. Which is, if you look at like any compatibility chart, they're like Virgos and Scorpios cannot make it because like Virgo's too mean and Scorpio's too sensitive. And I'm like, but Scorpio like gets over it and has a drive to self-improve, which Virgo finds extremely attractive. So whoever makes these compatibility charts don't understand Virgo. Yes. Oh yes, I also am raising a Gemini. They're also much work. Any sign that requires emotional like tendering is such a struggle for me. I'm like, why can't you all just be like Aries and we just call each other asshat and move on with our day?
It is now a good time to mention that I have a Gemini moon and an Aquarius rising.
Well, there we go.
I'm an Aries moon, so even though I am a squishy,
Fox.
sensitive Cancer sun, I can take a roasting.
Look, you already knew, you know. I still love you. Look, that's the thing though. I'm willing to put in the work. That shows the depth of my love. Because if I don't like you, I'm not putting in that fucking work. What even with? Oh, we're going 30 because it's a prettier number.
Okay, yeah.
It's also
Okay.
the day I was born.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with this rainbow smoke because we're all queer here.
Won't disappear.
Who's not here?
Oh no, I said won't disappear. I have a print that says that here queer won't disappear.
Oh, like that.
Thank you.
It's okay. I went to a tab and like the share stream tab wasn't changing, and I'm like, the fuck! I realized I was on the wrong thing.
Oh, that's pretty.
Ooh.
Oh, we're
Right?
certain? Oh, okay.
No, I had to load it up.
Mm.
I gotta go to our sprint timer. Excuse me while I make new banners. Who wants to count us down?
I'll do it this time. 3, 2, 1.
And we're back, but my break timer has an ad and it won't go away. Leave me alone. That's not even my timer. Okay, break timer set.
Hello, everyone. Hope you did well.
According to my timers, I must be semi-strict with things. So, how did everybody do that sprint?
Math.
I got. I have to extend my thing. 570 words. But then I got to a point where I'm like, I don't like that this scene follows this scene. What am I going to do about it? So I'm going to be figuring that out next sprint. How did you three do?
I finished a comic page that I have been trying to finish since like January, so that's very nice.
Nice.
And then I had 10 minutes left, so I spent the rest of the time celebrating that I had finished that page by
I mean, that's fair.
eating enough gummy bears for each panel that I finished and refilling my water and all that good stuff.
Misha has added Pilates to do this. Are you okay there, Sage? I almost called you Sage.
I mean, I've been called stranger things. Yeah, I'm fine. Just laughing at the kitter.
Welcome. Kitty, yes. Oh, the kitty. 423 words. Woohoo. That was a sprint. 444. I appreciate the symmetry here, which is less than I thought. But I finally got to a conversation I've had in mind for months. That's awesome. Yeah, sprints can be weird because you can be like, oh man, I was in a flow. I must have had like 1,000 words. And then other sprints, you're like, man, I barely got shit done. And it's like you did over 600. And you're like, oh, well, I guess I got things done. That's fair. That was your day preparation sprint. Oh, I also did that. I recorded for my vlog. This will be my third Word-Wide Writeathon vlog. You can't find the other two because I never edited or uploaded them. So maybe I'll do this one. Maybe this one will get posted.
Fingers crossed. You do.
So we now have 4 minutes left.
Oh boy.
Let's click on a. I'll try, Malin. You don't understand. I'm a terrible vlogger. So, story structure. Does anybody have a favorite kind of story structure? Or just like, I'm not looking for words, because even if you throw out the technical words, I'm not going to know them. I don't pay that close attention. I just know how they function.
I love a good bookend, where it's sort of that, you know what I mean? The circular, like, comes back around sort of thing. Yeah.
Beginning and end reflect each other.
Yeah.
A mirroring.
See how much has changed,
Yeah. I kind of I like the Ghibli way of telling stories, which is structure is meaningless. Just show people having emotional connections. That's how we go.
So, funny thing about that, I'm gonna switch our banner real quick.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So,
Uh-oh.
Recently, this might not be a hot take. I don't know. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of like I'm just in a couple writing groups and people stress about structure so much. And then like people talk about structure if it's so rigid. Now, I used to be in theater when I was in high school. And part of our drama class was the history of theater, which is essentially the history of storytelling for entertainment. Like that's where it all began. And did you know that the only structure a story requires is a beginning, a middle, and an end, and not necessarily in that order? And that's it. Like, you don't need rising action. You don't need a climax. And, like, you just don't. Like, I wrote a short story. I had over 20 betas. I didn't have a climax. Nobody noticed. Not a single person did. In my new short story, All That Glitters, there's technically a fight. Somebody gets moitered, like stabbited, but I don't consider that the climax of the story. I consider the climax of the story a bit after that. So, and it's like, I was starting to feel very gaslit by all of this, with everybody being like, oh, you have to have like this and you have to have that. And then, but I was like, wait a second, Sam. And I looked up the difference between like Eastern storytelling and Western storytelling. And I'm like, there it goes. Because like my dad was really big into like different forms of media, and I was exposed to a lot of different things. And like you brought up Ghibli films, and that's Ghibli films. They don't have a big climax. They don't have like a big thing. It's like there's just a difference in the kind of story you're trying to tell. And I was like, I think as the fairy tale lover that I am, I'm like, I think that's what I do. I'm like, I think that's where I lean. So like, also realizing that has made my book 1 outline so much less stressful, because I'm like, I don't know where the fuck my climax is, because that's not how Sam writes. That's not how Sam functions. So it's fine. Like, technically, I forgot the term for it, but there's a term for the story structure that like they do, where it's technically kind of got a little introductory and a thingy, and then the twist, and then the like conclusion. So like, as far as story structure goes, just have your beginning, your middle, and your end in whatever order works for you.
Yep.
I think structure, yes, definitely. I agree with this. I think it's very useful to like learn all kinds of structure, because like I said, for me, the only reason that like my stories function the way that they do, like I say that I didn't have a climax. I don't have a climax. Like, the reason I lack a climax isn't because of lack of skill or understanding. It's because I've studied story and story structure for over 25 years. Okay, not 25, hold on.
You know the quote-unquote
15,
rules,
15,
so you
20.
can break the quote-unquote rules.
It's like the rules are secondhand to me at this point. They're habitual. They're so habitual. The writing community was gaslighting me into thinking that I was wrong. And then I was like, no, I know what I'm doing. Kind of the same. My YA epic fantasy series plays fast and loose with structure. It has to, considering how much is going on. Yes. I like knowing things exist in order to ignore them on purpose. We would get along greatly if we interacted more frequently, Malin. I do enjoy this hot take, though, because I've been sort of torturing my own mind with the question of, like, what even qualifies as a climax? Is this climactic enough? Is it the rising? Yes, as long as it, like, feels satisfying. The other thing is, like, well, it, like, some of the things I was reading is that, like, in Eastern media, they can have, like, sad endings and stuff. And I'm like, well, we can do that now in Western media, too. So that's kind of, like, outdated, but...
I think the one question that you need to ask when you're writing is, am I telling the story that I want to tell? If you're telling the story you want to tell, you've done it. Story structure isn't... No.
I do like having a story structure. I just like having a, learn the rules to run off with them sort of thing, and like sort of like store it in the back of my mind, like unconsciously, and be like, okay, this is the path I want to go, and then take it, So but yeah, it is one of those things that like people can very easily stress out about, you know?
Yeah, that's a. I think that would. I'm trying to think because it depends on like what anime series, because some anime series follow like a more Western storytelling, and then some are like more Eastern, and like anime is a whole other ball game. But yeah, well, that's not all novels, all stories, all story media. If you're telling a story, doesn't matter what media you have, has to have a structure. Otherwise, it's not a story. There's no point to it. It's just that structure isn't formulaic. It literally, your story has to begin. There has to be an end. There's got to be a middle. And some stories tell the ending first. Some stories tell the middle first. But either way, you have all three parts. And that's really it. But I'm going to reiterate, that's not to say, I'm not saying don't learn structure. Learn it so you know how it works. I've been biting my tongue this whole time. Don't bite your tongue. Speak it. Speak
Yeah, you're right here.
I don't want to derail things because Sam knows I can derail things.
Yes. And I do have to like do a sprint. We're going to do 2 30-minute sprints. The climax of my murder mystery isn't very climactic. She sits in a room and has a chat with the killer and learns the truth, and that's it. That's kind of how like murder mysteries go, though. That's like very on point for the genre. Yeah, I think people. I don't know who this is, but yes, they are.
Yes,
in charge of things. I also hate Save the Cat now. I've never read it. I just hate it.
Save the Cat is also kind of based on Campbell. Like it all comes back to Campbell.
Yeah. I feel like Save the Cat, like the way the like instructional guides of it are always like so specific that when people follow it to the letter, you can tell immediately, you know? And it's like you need to, you know, like separate yourself from it a little bit because otherwise it just becomes so clear if you know the structure. And that's why like Marvel movies and stuff get accused of being formulaic.
See, this is the issue I have with it, a pigeon, is because like people just they get too stressed out and everything, and they get like too upset by it, and it's like just studying the structure of different stories. Excuse me. Learning what works and what doesn't work and what you can apply to your story. Like, yes, learn it all. Just don't like stress that you have to apply all of it, because that's the other thing. There's like 20 plus different structures. You can't use all of them in your one story.
Exactly, and not every structure works for every genre. Save the Cat and Hero's Journey are great for fantasy and action and adventure. Not quite so much for romance. Like
how dare
the
you?
beats aren't going to be the same.
Yeah.
How dare you? I need my romance to reject their calling. Actually, I don't. I really don't. I don't gel with slow burns. I'm not necessarily here for insta love. I'm here for like when they're like, they look good, and the other. I mean, I can't relate to it, but like I'm here for it. And then like they start building their romance there. I'm good, but like, don't make me wait 200 pages.
For me,
don't read my stuff then.
I will. Look, I've put myself through. I still read romance, don't I? I've read over 400 of them at this point. I just cried to myself. It's fine. All right. I will get to the comments, but we still have an hour that I gotta get in here. So we're gonna go over a little bit. Here we go.
Okay. All right.
Hello. We are back. We have 5 minutes, and I must stick to it because we're gonna go a little bit over as it is anywhere. But how did everybody do? I need to highlight my words so that my words know how they did. Hello, Steve. I did 210 because I spent a lot of that time. I was like, I need a scene in between these two scenes. The fuck do I want to happen in this scene? So that was how I spent most of it. But I figured it out and I moved on to the next scene. So Blake.
I got a little bit written. I usually spend most of my time just staring at the document and going, wow, I don't know what happens next.
There are two approaches to this problem. Sage, how did you do?
404 words. So
Nice. So
I'm
so
pretty happy with
404.
that. Yeah, so
Error.
error 404. Page not found.
Yes. Tina.
Sage not found.
We've lost Sage.
I think Tina's muted.
Well, good, because I nearly interrupted everyone.
All right, how did you do?
I have filled my poster board of outlining. I have an additional one, but I'm very happy about it because now it is very easy to see what needs to be filled in and what needs to be worked on.
Awesome. See how did chat do? 357. Oh yeah. Hello, we have a Stieg now. 16 words, got distracted by cats. I mean, that's fair. Yes. Mood. Tina. Yeah. Staring at the document is important work. Tina just got people bingo square. I'm just saying. I did some things, so now I have 7 things in progress and 19 to do. Finally feeling like I'm moving the needle. Nice. Did 549 words, which I'm happy about. Aw, yeah. I would like it on record that it was not my intention to stay up for 24 hours. I blocked out sleep time. And then my husband decided he needed attention this weekend. I thought he was working this weekend. He was not. So my sleep time got sacrificed. And now I'm tired. But it's fine. I'll be fine. So, are you 3 planning on going to any sprints after this? What about you, chat? I'm trying not to start a deep conversation with our 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I will try to catch some more later, but probably not because I've just had some urgent work land on my desk. So,
Oh no.
Yeah.
That was rude of it.
It is what it is. Life of a freelancer.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah, my plans are basically just to do all the house errand things that I didn't get to do yesterday. So, yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more sprints, but I do really like doing them.
Well, I will be on productivity streams 9, 10, 11, then maybe take a nap, hopefully, before the ceremony. Where is she, though? After this sprint, I gotta go get some yard work done. Aw, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And come back later. I might have lunch after this one, then go to Natalie's stream.
Nice.
Yes. Am I on Natalie's stream or am I on the other one?
I will have the playlist running in the background while I'm working. I just probably won't be
Active
interacting with it. Yeah.
I feel you. I think Natalie is a social stream, so I won't be saying Malin. Abandoning me for the other side. It's fine. I am an ancient immortal of mysterious and unknown origins. It's fine.
That's true.
All right, that was our break timer. Also, I'm an outgoing extrovert, so I will just steal the energy from those I socialize with. I would be dead by now if I wish you. I hear that often. Would anybody like to count down for us?
I'll count down.
Woohoo!
3, 2, 1.
Shh. You can't play. You're copywritten. All right. Very quickly, how did everybody do that sprint?
Good. I finished another comic page, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, that's all I got, basically.
I did 165, but I'm at a scene. Like, I have fixed a jarring time skip, a couple scenes that I was like, I don't like how that's outlined. And right now I'm like, meh, I don't like how this bromance meet cute's going. So I have to redo my bromance meet cute. Bromance meet cutes are very important.
Yeah.
Very important. Let's see. I got, I think, almost 300 words for that one, plus some little side writing that I did not check the word count on.
Nice.
I only wrote 142 words, but I completed the draft of the chapter, ran it through Pro Writing Aid, and sent it off to my beta readers.
Nice.
Nice.
So I should be able to post that chapter this evening.
Ooh, cool. Yay! Maylin got her first 1,000 of the day.
Yeah.
Good morning. Thank you for the like. Sweet. Yay, meditate. Food. Studying, almost done with this unit. Woohoo! I got here with 6 minutes left, so I started unpacking, so I started packing clothes, not unpacking. Sweet. Yes, work. 317. It's all right. Progress is progress. Words are words. You'll get there. Like, I'm doing other things during Writeathon. So here's the way Jess and I, as the organizers of the Dubba, look at it. Writers have lives. We have houses. We need to get shit done. You gotta get your laundry. You gotta, get your house clean and stuff. And sometimes you can't physically write until these things are done. So, like, it all counts. All of it. All right, so let's go ahead and my nose is itchy. Sorry. Do our outros. Oh, Blake, you're in the hot seat now.
Yeah.
Normally, I would flip whoever was last and put them in the hot, but I've been flipping y'all around so that take turns being on bottom.
This is fun. You guys can keep up with me on Instagram. Maybe eventually I'll get around to doing the YouTube thing. So keep up with that, because that might come around at some point.
Sage.
Hi folks, my name is Sage, also known as MoonBunnyCreative. I do things on the internet. Sometimes I do things with words, sometimes I do things not with words, but mostly I do things with words. Semi-hiatus, we'll be back at some point. Links below to all my things. Thank you, Sam, for having me on, and good luck to everyone who is doing Dubba. I hope you meet your goals.
I thought you said a Sammy hiatus. I was like, why you
No. Semi-hiatus.
I realized. Look, I also just got startled by my phone notification, so that's where I'm at now. Tina!
Yeah, I also hope everyone had fun. I definitely did and got stuff done. You can find me in the links below. I'm Cabby on most things, and I think my website also links to my social media and stuff. But yeah, I make sapphic comics, moving into making Achillean comics. Yeah, I do the gay things. My tagline is gay as heck. So, that's the kind of stuff you're expecting.
I think we all write queer things.
Yeah.
We're hella queer over here.
Yeah.
So much queer over here.
Yeah.
I'm Writing Mom Samantha L. Nasset. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. On Mondays, I host live streams kind of similar to this, but usually with way more talking, way less getting things done. But it's still a good time. And other times we talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about, like movies or the writing process, which we're doing a Mer-themed movie next month. come to the stream on Monday, tomorrow. Yes, it's tomorrow now. To be able to vote on that and all of that jazz. If you would like to see a sample of my writing, go to my website, SamanthaLNasset.com, where I have a spooky flash fiction up. And while you're there, you can sign up to my newsletter to keep up to date with all things Sam and get exclusive access to read All That Glitters, my villainous murder story, like a week or a week and a half before the general public. I haven't decided yet, but it's at least 7 days. So yeah, you'll want to read that. I like it. I'm biased. I don't care. You like the stream? Subscribe. Like the Dubba Dubba. We've got fundraisers and everything. I've said all of this like 5-6 times today. I'm forgetting what all to say. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming. I will see everyone in the next productivity stream. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.